Well, my goal is to understand a little bit better, to see what is going on here in Russia, especially the new activities and the new plans of the Russian Quantum Center in the context of the new program and the new initiative for which there is such substantial funding. And also, I am very interested in seeing how much, as much as I can, what is the reaction from the politics and the industry to this, and how this is really growing into more and more a mainstream topic, this thing of quantum technologies. So that's what I would like to see, to get a feeling for. No, my first trip was a few years ago, but at the time quantum was still a very niche thing. The Russian Quantum Center had started flourishing, but was not yet so prominent also on the international scientific scale as it is now. And so a lot of things have changed. And in the meantime, also these big funding programs, not only here, but also in Europe, in the US, in China, and many countries, have taken place. And so this is really a new situation in which we can say we are blooming. I mean, we could almost see a quantum standard forum, and maybe in the future it will come. There is a lot of cooperation on the scientific side in terms of just, projects in which people write papers together, because there are excellent scientists here and there. And so, there are a lot of connections and relationships in which we use each other's results. Just to make an example, in my lecture on quantum information, I am using two books. One is a book from American Isaac Chuang and Mike Nielsen, and another one is book by Alex Lvovsky, who is a PI of Russian Quantum Center. So there is a lot of exchange. However, we do not yet have a systematic program of exchange and joint projects, and there might be some development in this sense, because I just learned today that there is a strong will from the side of the Russian government to start something in this direction, and so we will see whether this will develop in the future. Well, this cooperation could be strengthened if there would be, some framework which need to be agreed upon by the respective governments, so by the European Commission and the Russian government, for some joint projects in such a way that there could be some funding to start some joint activities. But of course, as Deputy Prime Minister Chernyshenko was telling me today, he understands that this is something which could only start from a more basic science side, so more than scientific side, because of course in that field we do not yet have a lot of competition in terms of IP or industry production, and so this might be a starting point for potential cooperation. Well, I could say that we have had very substantial progress in quantum communication, which is leading us to having the first steps towards a European quantum communication infrastructure, in which really we will connect via secure quantum channels all European major capital cities, no, actually all capital cities of Europe altogether. But maybe the most impressive progress in the last few years has been on the quantum computing side, which was very much essentially basic research topic just a few years ago, but now we see many startups emerging and competing on worldwide scale already with some devices which can be commercialized. We are creating, as a consequence of that, the first steps in a European quantum computing and simulation infrastructure, which we call EuroQCS, in which we will really have the first quantum processors deployed at supercomputing centers in different places in Europe. And so this is something which is really coming to be a reality, and this is a very major development that we witnessed in the last couple of years.